How to be the most confident person in the room. I'm gonna give you about 3 or 4 tips on how you can be more confident and more present as a person. All right, so the first advice that I'll probably give to you is journal. Okay, that's boring as fuck. Journal, learn more about yourself. Once you know who you are, all that sort of shit, and you're in tune with your thoughts, emotions, everything like that, you can feel more comfortable with yourself, which will then make you more confident. I need you to relax, be present, be in the moment. Ways you can practice that is that there's meditation, there's just breathing deeply when you're in a social interaction or when you're talking with people, just sitting there for a minute, and when they're talking, just having a deep breath, just being present, being relaxed. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to really be scared or doubtful of, because if you want to be more confident, you have to take more risks. Because if you're playing it safe majority of your life and you are tiptoeing around things and you're thinking about doing this but you're not doing it, you're thinking about trying this thing and you're not trying it, try the hobby, learn the new thing that you want to learn, talk to the person you want to talk to, give it a try, shoot your shot. Like, these risks, if you accumulate these risks and you take more risks, sure you might lose, sure you might fail, you might, make yourself look like a fool, but at the end of the day, if you try and take these risks, you could win. You could put yourself in a better position, which will then give you the confidence and be like, I know I took the risk and I came on the other side and I feel exhilarated by it, because it's so refreshing, so fulfilling to be able to chase and do things that you know is risky, but you do it anyway. You take the risk even though it's scary. You try it even though you might fail, and that's what's going to give you the confidence. If that's not going to be able to defeat you mentally, then what's going to defeat you? If you're someone that takes the risk knowing damn well that you could fail or you could lose or you could be embarrassed, then you're a scary human being. You're someone that if someone tries to compete with you, they're not going to win, because you're willing to take the risk. You're willing to do things that no one else is willing to do. You're willing to look silly. You're willing to look not the best yet, but you know you will get better. And that's what's gonna make you more confident. And you take—
You're broke! You're fucking poor!
I mean, where he says depression isn't real. Depression isn't a real thing.
I'm saying the idea of depression as something you cannot control is a dangerous idea and paradigm. The reason so many people are committing suicide is because the Matrix is telling you that if you feel depressed, you cannot fix it. They tell you that depression is a disease that you can catch from the sky no matter how fantastic your life is, and you have no control over it. And I argue that absolutely.
So if depression or if negative thoughts aren't a reality in your brain, if all you normally think about is, I will be better, I'm trying my best, I'm striving for my goals, I'm taking the risks, I may be failing sometimes, but I'm still taking the risks because the person down the street isn't, because my friends aren't, because this person isn't. It's like, look around you. If you're the only one doing the shit, if you're the only one trying your best to put yourself in these positions, then be confident about that, because you should be, because you're the only one trying. As long as you're trying, as long as you're putting efforts forward, as long as you're taking steps, that should give you the confidence. That should give you the refreshment and the fulfillment to be like, hey, look, I know I'm doing my shit. I know I'm trying my best. And if I'm not doing what I used to do, I'm doing steps of it at least to make sure that I can get to that point that I was at before. And maybe it's just a simple reminder that, like, you can be that confident person. You can be that person that walks into a room and people can feel that aura and energy. But it takes practice, and it takes you reminding yourself about who you are through journaling, about relaxing and using relaxed body language, being comfortable in your own body and your own skin, being comfortable about what you say and who you are, being comfortable with a lot of things and the people around you. If there's anything you're afraid of in a social setting, I got told that fear can either mean 2 things: false evidence appearing real, or face everything in rise. And now both ways, that's your perspective. That's up to you to decide which perspective you want to go about it. But really, it's not real. The fears that you're facing or that you're thinking that you're scared of are not real. And of course I have those thoughts sometimes. Of course someone else is gonna have those thoughts sometimes, but it's about practice. It's repetitions. When you're doing bicep curls, when you're doing pull-ups, when you're doing push-ups, when you're running for that extra K or that extra 500 meters or whatever the case may be, that is another rep. That is another progression. That is another step forward towards whatever direction you want to go. And once you then obtain this position of being more confident than you were before by journaling, knowing yourself, learning more about yourself, being comfortable with your thoughts and emotions. 2, relax your body language. Take deep breaths, maybe meditate a little bit, practice that. Because what that does is when you're focusing on your breath, you're focusing on the present moment. And if you focus on the present moment, that can then bring you to now, which you will not be thinking about the future, you will not be thinking about the past, You'll be present, here, relaxing. And the last thing is take more risks. Take more risks. If you are someone that is real careful, that you don't like to step out your comfort zone, if you do this, that you're gonna be worse off. No, wrong. You're not gonna be worse off. You're gonna be put in a bad position. Sure, you might win, sure you might lose, sure you might fail, sure you might look silly, but these are the things that if you tend to always be careful and you tend to always go down that path, then you're not gonna be in a better position, I promise you. Take the risk, have an open mind, have an open perspective on the fact that, you know, you're going to be okay, you're not going to die, but you will come out stronger, you will come out better, you will come out more improved than you were before. I hope this video helps you in any way possible. I appreciate you, I believe in you.